YouTube.
Alright, so here we are, one of the elephants. Cool thing.
Ever since the site's creation in 2005, tons of videos were created by channels who just wanted to make silly little videos. Most of these would be all over the site in the mid-2000s and the beginning of the 2010s, like Let's Plays,
Open door.
reviews,
This looks like a fucking chocolate chip cookie.
cooking,
Hi people, and I'm back cooking again, and today I'm going to be doing a different form of spaghetti bolognese. I think I'm going to put 2 eggs in.
and funny skits.
Acting president of Degrassi Student Council body, I, Liberty Van Sant, am here to welcome you to Degrassi.
Most of them have aged very poorly. This would go with YouTube's tagline, broadcast yourself. Even the you in YouTube means you are the creator. But it's not the 2000s anymore. Slowly as time has gone by, YouTube would slowly become more and more corporatized after Google bought it in 2006 for $1.65 billion. Now that's a lot of the balloons. Today, YouTube is now the second most viewed website in the world, now with channels being made by famous actors or by big studios, news channels, or the dreaded late-night TV show host. As you can see, all this would have some drawbacks. Remember when I said it being more corporatized? Well, companies with ads everywhere, some of them might be scams, to talk show hosts getting more love than actual creators that made the site special in the first place. 2. The dreaded algorithm. No one knows what it does or how it works, but rumor says that dark and evil magic from the ends of the universe powers it, so it can choose. Once chosen, the algorithm roars, as it has chosen another victim to sacrifice to the great dark gods. Or you just get lucky. My version's more fun. Now, with everyone having a YouTube channel, and I mean everyone having a YouTube channel, something was lost.
Coming up on tomorrow's teachings.
However, some of these channels would go back to the good old days where people just wanted to have fun with their friends and other things, like talking about hobbies or things that they like.
Or until they have a beautiful golden brown color. Once they have cooled down just slightly, they will be ready to serve. Oh my goodness gracious, did these look incredible!
Others, on the other hand, try to hit it big, but land on their face.
Yeah, so I did a lot of things in this video that will probably come back to haunt me, but it's okay because it's all for comedy, right?
So many people trying to make channel content, and some of them being very, very strange. But some are completely obscure to the majority of people on this site. They are the most insane channels and videos I have ever seen, and downright hilarious, with their very own history and conflicts. Think of it like this. YouTube is the sea, and YouTube channels are islands. Those very islands are very different in size, history, and genres. Some of them having small but dedicated fan bases, to some of them having huge fan bases and them not even knowing it. The creator getting lucky through a video or videos that get them promoted, and then there are some videos that barely have anyone seeing them. But all in all, these channels are downright fascinating not to talk about. This is
Bang, bang, pull my devil trigger. Embrace the darkness that's within me. No hiding in the shadows.
back in the day, before the internet, all you could learn from other people's cultures was through books and movies. In the modern age of YouTube, things are a lot more easier than ever. Now, learning and growing to understand other people's cultures is much more easier than ever. YouTube channels fully dedicated to understanding and learning about people around the world. But can you tell me something? Do you like anime or manga? Do you like Japan and its culture? Have you ever wanted to learn more about Japanese culture and its fascinating history? Learning techniques and customs from the land of the rising sun and its people. How to talk to them and how to interact with them. Well, I have a channel for you who can teach you everything and how to be a true otaku, giving you tips and tricks to be an expert on Japanese culture and lifestyle. This is Sephiroth Sword 57, or Seph-sama as he would like to be called.
Hello, konnichiwa, and yokoso to the Sephiroth Sword 57 channel. With me, Sephiroth Sword 57.
He is an expert, no, a scholar on anything that has to do with Japan. This man loves, no, breathes Japan, and his whole life revolves around it. Even though he is from Sweden, everything that involves Japan or Japanese culture is the best thing ever since sliced bread with a katana. He actually believes that since he knows Japanese culture so much that, in a sense, he thinks he's Japanese. To the point where he puts his tie on his neck. Oh no, someone put on watch, please. But our boy here is not just an expert on Japan. He is a true Renaissance man with multiple different talents. He is a musician and also singer. He even has a SoundCloud so we can listen to those pipes sing.
Bang, bang, bang. Pull my devil trigger. Embrace the darkness that's within me. No hiding in the shadows anymore.
Move over, Western music industry. We got a true artist here who truly knows art. He's also a writer, an actor, and a filmmaker for his own show, the Sephiroth Sword 57 show.
Release me, mysterious masked man.
I thought that the game would have been enough to destroy you. Now let's end this in combat.
The show, named after the man himself, is a gaming review series hosted by Seph-sama himself. Naturally, just like every other reviewer series online, it would have something very special, a story you could care less about, so you skip it to get to the review already. But unlike all those other series that are boring or straight up bad, this series is true art and dedication. We'll get to that part later, trust me on that.
Check this out, Cloud.
Super Omni Slash! Tensei can slash!
The series has a full timeline created by the master himself, and a video series that has full sagas, arcs, and different timelines. This is true dedication here. Not to mention some of the characters like his evil twin, Seph Daddy 57.
Motherfucker. Get the hell out of here, bitch!
Minecraft, Shadow the Hedgehog.
Stop this nonsense, Shadow!
Evil Brainwash, Shadow the Hedgehog with a hat.
Yo, what's the sound just now?
Nothing, Shadow. Just another normal day for an honest reviewer. By the way, Shadow, you've been acting very strange lately.
What you talking about? Is it 'cause I'm black?
Cloud Strife, Chrono, Jodakim.
Thank you, Joachim.
Logan Paul and George Orwell? So to keep things simple and my sanity, I will show you some of his videos that he's created. Let's see. Let's start with this one. The Story of Sephiroth Sword 57.
Hello there, minasan. My name is Seph-sama, also known as Sephiroth Sword 57. But you can call me Seph-sama. I am a content creator here on YouTube. I am also a game designer, analyst, musician, and a scholar of Japanese culture. I know that most of you already know who I am, but I bet there's at least one of you watching right now who thinks, who is this gentleman before me?
The video explains some things about Sephiroth Sword 57, some I already talked about. However, some of it shows some interesting bits, like him being born in Sweden with a brother, and his father leaving him with his brother. Then, later on, being introduced to gaming from Sega.
Speaking of video games, let me talk about one of my first memories.
July 1991 is the month that the revolutionary and fantastic Sonic the Hedgehog was released for the Sega Mega Drive, and me, Seph-sama, was one of the lucky 5-year-olds to receive a copy of the game together with a Sega Mega Drive.
This might be the most important moment in my life, only being rivaled by my big exposure to Japanese culture.
Hey, something we have in common. Then he tells us his introduction to anime, Fist of the North Star, and Sailor Moon. Okay, I'm just gonna skip this and get to the more important stuff. One thing Seph-sama is also known for, and as you can tell, him not liking Western culture. It being that Seph-sama holds Japanese culture in such a high regard, his views on Western culture pales in comparison. But there's another thing he is also known for, that being the hatred of one person, or should I say company. That company being Nintendo. And oh boy, does he hate some Nintendo. You could say he hated it before it was the hip thing to do. He hates Nintendo so much, they are the main villains of his series.
Now, Sephiroth Sword 57, I will reveal to you my true identity.
No, it can't be. Nintendo.
Let's do this.
I mean, look at Nintendo trying to force Seph-sama to play shitty games like Zelda Ocarina of Time.
Now, just look at this amazing Nintendo 64 logo. And what's the point of this intro? It doesn't tell you at all what the game is about. Okay, so I get to name the save file.
But everyone loves that game.
Of course I'm gonna name it
That doesn't
Seph.
make any sense. Hold on.
so
Okay,
here
maybe
we have
the
that
next one will be
really
better.
boring
Bloodborne?
cutscene.
Oh, come on, really?
In March of 2015, I went on my daily visit to GameStop to look for some games. They had a brand new PlayStation 4 exclusive on the shelf, so of course I had to buy it. I called my friend Joachim on the phone. He was already familiar with the game and had some bad news for me. He told me that the game was from the same creator that made Dark Souls.
Okay, I'm starting to notice a pattern here. I'm not liking it. If the next one is about another good game, I'm going to... That's fair, actually. I actually kind of agree with that.
Look at this. There's a Vaporeon that spawned right there, so everyone's running.
However, there is just one question. Why does he hate Nintendo so much?
Excuse me, sir. I do believe I would like to purchase one Game Boy game. It's no longer possible to make Nintendo eShop purchases for Wii U and 3DS. What? But I'm willing to pay you. Here. Nope, no purchases allowed.
One of the Splatoon opens, the grand prize of $25 wasn't even awarded to the team that won it. Here's a tweet from the team that won. They never even got their $25 gift card. Nintendo is such a piece of shit. Nintendo is so unbelievably heinous in all of their decisions, and I genuinely think they do it maliciously. I don't think it's incompetence. I really think they just have a hatred for the people that buy their products. They can't even be bothered to squeak out a $25 gift card for a team that loves their game that much and competes in tournaments. Like, that's so fucking bad.
Obvious questions aside, the reason for this is very simple to understand, and we will get to that. Now, you may have some questions. Why is Sephiroth the way that he is? And most important thing, why does he awkwardly pause the video every time he flitters his eyes and stops talking to me?
Of Sega.
Okay, I really don't know that one. But more importantly than that, as time would go on, people have had questions. Very simple questions. Is this satire? Well, Seph-sama would answer this question in a Q&A.
Soraru-san asks, is this satire? Oh, what an interesting, unique, and insightful question that I've never heard before. Truly a great question to start with. I think I'll let my past self answer this one. And to stop people from asking it again, no, my videos are not satire.
Well, that was a lie. All of this is 100% satire. Somewhat. The person who is playing Sephiroth Sword 57 is playing a character. I mean, look at this.
I'm winning!
You cannot tell me that this man did this with a straight face. That is impossible. Also, Nintendo being represented as Mario in this series is straight up obsession and love of anime and Japanese culture. It's a bit much and very obvious to anyone who has been online for a while. But who is Sephiroth Sword 57 really? Well, we need to look, some would call, the man behind the katana. While doing research, I've gotten mixed messages on who the creator is, but some say it's Dave Perito, the man behind the Sephiroth Sword 57 channel. He is also part of the lore because he has a twin brother that is Sephiroth Sword 57, so most likely not. But whoever he has made his channel according to the wiki, using his critiques disguised as comedy for his arguments. The character he plays is exaggerated for comedy's sake, but Sephiroth Sword 57's personal opinions on games, anime, and Japan itself mostly line up for what he believes in, although it is not taken to the extremes as he does in character.
Whoa! Whose idea was it to make 3 handles on the controller? What were they thinking? How am I supposed to use this middle part here? Am I supposed to use it with my mouth?
Now you might be thinking, this is not strange or weird at all, and you're right. But here's the thing that he has been doing. He has been doing this for over 11 years. Playing this guy who fetishizes Japan a little too much. But for 11 years, that would make anyone go mad. The dedication of this guy is just legendary. There is times where he does break though.
Oh, hi, I didn't see you there.
But again, the dedication here is insane. Making a series within a series with a timeline where one of the villains is George Orwell. But you may recognize him from somewhere else. Sephiroth Sword 57 will make a cameo in the animated series Punch Punch Forever.
Sugoi! Konnichiwa, minasan. Ore-sama da yo. Nippon no emperor desu.
Our little Taku has finally grown up. Give him a sub from me. Keep doing the good fight, Sephiroth Sword 57. May your fight against the evils of Nintendo end with you on top.
Brown action! Brown action!
Now, there are times when on YouTube, you're minding your own business, watching your favorite channels, you look through the homepage, then you get a random video from your recommendations. You click on that video, and you see this.
Objects that I've shoved up my ass. Vibrators. Dildos. Pens.
This is Bruno Powroznik, or should I say a re-upload of Bruno's old content. That's a whole thing, but many people would get this video in particularly through YouTube's recommendation system. This video right here would slowly become a meme, and other videos that Bruno has made. Soon other people started to find other videos of Bruno Powroznik from different channels. Then it got many people to ask, who is this guy? Where did these videos come from? And why does this guy yell about wanting to, you know, put stuff up the bum, as the British would say? Well, let me tell you a tale of a man and the British housing market. I'm not joking, by the way. This story started in the year of our Lord 2004. A man would start posting onto the housepricecashco.uk forums. As the website says, house prices in the UK. You know, people talking about boring shit. Now, I know what you're thinking. How did we get from this?
I long for the great release that death will bring.
To this. Well, that man that I said earlier on those forums would be Bruno Powroznik. Bruno was very zealous talking on these forums. He warned about the future housing crash that would destroy the UK economy. He would talk about this constantly for a whole year until he would just straight up disappear. Until 2 years later, when forum users from the Something Awful forums would find him. And they would find his own site. The site itself is a Technicolor nightmare about mad ramblings on how the British housing market is better than gold or oil combined. Also, yes, he did flip his stance. He would say that the British housing market will never crash, and he would start attacking people called STRs, calling them scum or STR Now let's skip a little bit and get to the real funny and weird stuff. Bruno at some point had a YouTube channel, but at some point he would delete his channel and now only re-uploads exist. There are 3 channels that have re-uploaded videos about Bruno Powroznik: Sell to Rent, Free Bruno Powroznik, and David E. The 3 would re-upload Bruno's old videos, and one of them would become the famous one, Objects I Shoved Up My Arse. You have most likely seen it, but have you seen this?
Britain is a dump! Britain is a shithole!
Or this?
Hello, I am the devil. Some people call me Satan.
Or this. This one's my favorite, by the way.
Gay Britain! Gay Britain!
These videos would start to make people curious, and some have started to make theories about Bruno. One of these theories saying that Bruno is very, very gay. Well, you probably already knew that. However, he had a Twitter account that contradicted itself, let's just say that. Another theory saying that Bruno is simply mentally unwell. This one's a bit easy, and let's be honest here, that's the first thing everyone thought when he said stuff like this.
This website will destroy your mind.
Now the next one, some people would speculate that Bruno Powroznik is a troll. Now, some of you might scoff at that after all the stuff that you have seen. Now, if Sephiroth 57 can do this for years, imagine if someone like him was doing this back in the day. He would be considered one of the greatest trolls on the internet. It is truly unknown if Bruno truly is a troll or not. I just wanted to show you that even the most random of videos can have the weirdest backstories to them. Now, it is time to leave Margaret Thatcher's #1 hater.
Ding dong, the wicked bitch is dead.
And enter into uncharted territory. The other creators here are not faking it, and the content I will show you is 100% genuine. There is no irony or sarcasm that will save you here. So strap yourself in, because we are going down into the realms of the unknown. May God have mercy on our souls.
Lucky there's a mashup guy! He's been making covers, he's a Rosalina lover. There'll be lots of things that'll make us laugh and cry.
Now, I know some people out there might be thinking, I already heard of Dogs Eating Dog 6 before. You're an unoriginal hack. Besides all that other stuff being true, other people have talked about Dogs Eating Dog 6 before.
There's like fucking Megalovania in the background.
Which all of us can rely. Lucky there's a mashup guy!
Oh yeah, no, that is just that's like a fucked up Family Guy Megalovania. Oh god.
But they only talk about him and his channel. But his collaboration channel, on the other hand...
Where there's smoke, they pitch back.
That's a different story. So we can change this title right here. Hold on, let me change this. There we go, that's better. The channel is called Super Origami Universe, originally called Super Origami Kingdom. As to why, we'll get to that shortly. But the channel was for collaborations of other creators that are friends or connected to DeadwingDork.
Hello there, says the Star Wars memes, and I'm here to say, subscribe to Super Origami Kingdom!
The channel itself follows the oldest YouTube tradition, video reviews. The quality is what you expect it to be.
No, here it comes! Oh my god!
The channel will star and show some many fascinating individuals, like Jurassic Verse 64.
What the hell, Sephiroth? Why would you show this in a kids movie, for fucking ass Christ's sake?
Nathan Woke Agenda Flanders.
I know the critics didn't like this movie, but hey, what did you expect? This movie doesn't follow the woke agenda of modern cinema.
Toxic X, Random Child, and my most personal favorite of them all, Kratos the Train.
Zeus, your son has returned! I bring the destruction of Olympus!
Okay, I'm not going to be talking about all of the members, just the interesting ones, you'll see. Let's start with what I have heard through the grapevine, the main leader behind Super Origami Kingdom. This is Niall, or some would call him N-word Mario. The N standing for narcissism. Niall is somewhat the leader of the group behind the scenes of Super Origami Kingdom, besides DeadwingDork. But he is also in some of the most infamous videos that some of you out there have seen at some point. I don't know if anyone's catched this yet, probably a lot of people have at some point, but I kid you not, if you listen very closely when Niall talks, he is using autotune.
I hereby sentence Surf's Up to Wave Fucking Mania to be destroyed by me and my entire team. Now first, I will need to call them to arrive.
Why? I still don't know to this day. And it has still bothered me. Like, why? Why would you do that? Did you forget to turn it off when you were singing?
You think I will help? Yet you are wrong. I will bring back all as I see all the stuff.
Oh yeah, I forgot. They did a musical. Yeah, Super Origami Kingdom is not just your standard internet review channel. It is something really, really special. Besides of some of its members.
Alright guys, I determined to feel the anger form because you might want to see what happened to Undertaker when he can finally breathe.
The musicals themselves are, well, based off of the Paper Mario series. There's nothing wrong with making something you're passionate about, however, the execution...
We have all come so far on the adventure of a lifetime. New friends and old together for a good time.
Is something not a lot of people would like. But other than Niall, there are other people in the Super Origami Kingdom channel that are even more infamous than him. Now we can get to more of the notable members of Super Origami Kingdom. Some of them are like a box of chocolates. You'll never know what you'll expect. You can have members of the group that sound reasonable, calm even, and you wonder, how in the world did they get themselves into this?
This scene is somewhat disturbing. Unlike my colleagues here, I don't actually care for this.
Then you get the most funny, the most confident people I have ever seen online. I mean, look at this. I would die of embarrassment if I showed this online, but these guys have no shame whatsoever. And I get to talk about one of them. This is Jason Gomez. As you could tell right away, he's... oh boy, how can I say this without sounding like a jackass? Very special in a way. The guy is a pure-hearted soul. I mean, look.
Hello everyone, it's me, Jason Gomez the Dinosaur. This is my first time being in the big rant. So, thanks for having me, guys.
He seems very happy, and I'm happy for him. But when you hear him talk, again, I don't want to come off as mean, but come on.
That's it. I hate that commercial so darn much. Because I hate...
Also, when I was writing this, I've researched more into it. Jason wrote his own lines and went off script all the time. So they had to work around it. Okay, not to single him out, they literally put a child on their team, but he's just so funny. I can't describe it.
Just ew! Is that seal really an idiot? Why will he do that on the fish? Oh!
But there's another person that is equally as funny as him. This is Astro Boy Productions, one of the most infamous users in Super Origami Kingdom. This user, similar to our boy in blue, he is also very special. He was only in one video. However, his channel itself is infamous for other videos. One of them from these infamous videos would start an inside joke, like this user and Opinion Basher.
This idiot user is a criminal. Plus, this user is also the Opinion Basher.
This is from a video that has been deleted. The video itself is just your standard YouTube call-out video, but this one is very unique for being the most hilariously bad video out there. Also, they're calling out like a child that's like 5 years old.
That does it! I shall deal with you myself, tear you to gore, and feast on your flesh. Just like how Bowletter did with the Undertaker Penguin!
Oh, wow.
Then there was another video, one where Astro Boy Productions would give tribute to a certain event in American history.
Hey everyone, it's me, Astro Boy. I wanted to tell you that we were very sad about the people who lost their lives during the attack in 9/11 in 2001.
Well, all I have to say is that this is the most unintentionally funniest things I have ever seen on this site. The music, the funny MS Paint furry girlfriend in front of the memorial, and my personal favorite, random sad images of the crew's reaction to it. You can't get anything more funnier than that if you tried. Otherwise, these guys are the most funny, fascinating people I have seen in my life. You have to have a lot of confidence to look at this and say, yeah, post me kissing with my pony girlfriend. But I digress. There is one person who is more infamous than MS Paint recolored Littlefoot or making tributes to a tragedy that happened before your birth. Yes, someone even worse than those people in the group. And you probably have seen him before. As you can tell, Super Origami Kingdom is very infamous, and also having hilarious moments. You may have even seen some of these infamous moments make their rounds through other websites. But there is one person right next to Dogs Eating Dog 6 in pure rage.
These cutaways will not go away! They keep happening and are mostly unfunny to begin with!
He may not be as well known as Dogs Eating Dog 6, but he is just as infamous, and yes, just as hilarious. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, okay, some of you may have to stay away from him. Please put your hands together to the one, the only, Tamatoa Gaming Da!
Greetings, I'm Tamatoa Gaming Da. Now, before we go any further,
Other than Dog 6, he is the most infamous out of anyone in Super Origami Kingdom. You have most likely recognized Tamatoma Gamida on Twitter, as one of his moments would be recognized. That would involve 88 kills.
88 kills! This is a cartoon film, and it has more kills than horror movies!
You know how there's angry reviewers online where their stick is that they're angry over a piece of media, but really they're not, it's just a bit. But this is the most angriest I have ever seen a person over a movie or game. Listen to it. He sounds genuinely angry with every fiber in his being.
Okay, Conrad and Greg, what the fuck? You don't need more kills in an animated movie!
That right there is true primal rage. And it's hilarious. And I'm not the only one that thinks this. Now it's time to get to the part as to why some of these videos are re-uploads and the originals are deleted. As people started to notice the channel, things with some of the members would come to light. And one of them would be Tamatoa himself. Tamatoa would explain it in his very own apology video, which has been deleted. So you know it's gonna be good. Oh, this is off to a great start.
Hey guys, it's me, Tamatoa Gamida. Now, where do I even begin?
So let me give you the short version. Tamatoma Gamida gave fetish art to minors, but he's sorry guys, listen to his genuine YouTube apology sigh. Yeah, after this, Tamatoma Gamida would be kicked from the group, and the channel would slowly stop uploading. Such a shame. This one was one of my favorites. This kind of reminds me of someone.
Like a total ripoff of the chili dog from Winnie Schnitzel!
In all the decisions I made throughout my public life, nothing would have created a bigger impact such as this.
One of the things that you could find on YouTube is communities dedicated to anything that interests you, like video games, board games, movies, and specifically, for this part, TV shows. Also trains.
Yeah, listen to that bell. Oh, take a look at that. Oh my god! Woo! Listen to that horn! Oh my god! Oh, she's beautiful!
TV show fandoms are like any other fandom you have seen online. You have your good ones, you have the bad ones, and ones so obscure you're surprised that there are fans at all. Then you have ones that you think to be normal, but are just downright cringe. This is where we look at one of those fandoms, that being the, Thomas fandom. Out of all the fandoms I have seen, barely anybody talks about it, which is very strange. You would think it would for being entirely insane. Imagine, if you will, you're a little kid and then you see this.
I never want to be part of Thomas fandom anyway!
You can't deny the love people have for it. But with trains comes our good old friend autism. To show us the special individuals in this fandom. One of them we're going to be looking at was kicked out of the fandom, so they tried to start their very own with Blackjack and Sir Topham Hatt. This is the Blue Puffball, or was the Blue Puffball. We'll get to that part very soon. But let me give you a taste of what the guy's channel was all about. The Blue Puffball is a fan of Thomas, obviously. You can tell he loves it a lot. His love for the series goes as far as to create a channel that has full-on HD versions of old episodes. Also to have many different languages and translations from around the world. He even had a fucking Nintendo Direct to announce it. Also, he has a lot of mashups I can't play for obvious reasons. He also made some documentaries, one of them calling out a child. It is as bad as it sounds.
Frank, you may have gone a little too far. The time has come. The time is swell. Listen up, Hayden. You're going to hell.
Seriously, again with this bullshit? But you can find all of these through archive channels that still have them. This is where I found all the videos. Keep doing the good work, soldier. Minus the calling out the child thing, this seems to be a noble goal to preserve a series that you love ever since you were a toddler. But it does feel a little bit obsessed for a series meant for children. Now you might be thinking, besides again the child part, this seems like a normal channel. It doesn't seem anything strange here. A bit cringe, but there's nothing wrong here so far. Well, this is where we get to some of the strange and funny videos that were archived. But also to show you what happens when a person takes a show for babies way too seriously than they should. Uh-oh, looks like somebody messed up. One day, the Blue Puffball would decide to leave the Thomas fandom, but what was the reason for leaving? It was due to how many members of the fandom were treating each other. It got him to a boiling point.
But the attitude of this fandom and how they treat their own members has gotten me up to a boiling point where I honestly just can't take it anymore. The fact that our fandom has acted the exact same way for when I caused trouble in 2021 to how they are currently
what happened in
today
2021?
Hey,
keep
now,
talking,
does that mean
asshole.
my love for Thomas is going to end? No, of course not. Thomas and Friends will forever be my #1 show of all time from all the nostalgia and creativity that this show had to offer. The fans can hate me all they like, but it wouldn't really matter in the end. I'm not a part of them anymore. I want to go off on my own tangent.
Well, that was just downright sad.
that's the
But
create
I can
video,
see him going to make his own path, find a new destiny, and him being happy and... Alright, you get it. How did he fuck it up? Well, the Blue Puffball made a decision to make a rival to the Thomas fandom, and it's the most epic thing you have ever seen. But what are the differences to the other fandom, you may ask?
That's right, I'm officially announcing my very own community, or you could say, a direct rival to the Thomas fandom. While the Thomas fandom can produce great content but can be absolutely unfair to everyone by means of social media, just like how Democrats would be, we as Republicans look for the good in everyone and defend our individual rights for people who have been heavily mistreated.
Well, when I see Thomas and Friends, the first thing I think of is the Treaty of Versailles. This has to be the most laugh-out-loud things I have seen in a while, besides the other people. Imagine, if you will, politics, but with Thomas. Again, I don't want to be political. Well, you would have known that if you saw the other video, but it got taken down. But this is just so funny.
And, as a famous Republican would say, we too can make Thomas great again.
Again, this is 100% real. This is not a troll. Someone actually made this and said this was good. Sadly, there is nothing else due to the rest of the video being lost media. Such a shame. I wanted to see more. But lucky for you, we do have a response to the backlash of this very video. And it is absolutely the greatest thing I have ever seen. Oh, this is even better than the last one.
Hello there. I'm sure a lot of you have been waiting to see me. In all the decisions I made throughout my public life, nothing would have created a bigger impact such as this.
Oh.
And in a time
oh my,
where problems like
I
this
have
need
no
to be
words.
addressed,
Just look at it. The man is giving a State of the Union address for train people.
Just don't. I don't. What? No. Fuck! Oh my god! What? I don't join ISIS.
Just listen to how he describes what he has done.
No longer am I here to force you to like everything I say. No longer am I here to stop you from hating me. I'm just here to talk.
He makes it out like he committed a war crime. This is just amazing. This has to be the greatest YouTube apology I have ever seen. Right next to the ukulele lady. The jokes just write themselves. But he does address a few things on what happened. Something called the Steamy Awards. I don't know where that video is, it is lost. But how he describes it, it was not taken very well.
Is the failure that is my Steamy Awards video. This video was not just an abomination, it was an all-time low for my channel. What was once thought out to be an informative and educational video would lead into a mess of misinformation and dishonesty.
And yes, that was part of the political video. Man, the guy seems to really beat himself up over this. Then he said this.
Because of my poor decisions and lack of sensitivity, it turned out to be a complete embarrassment to the fandom, which leads me to the next problem. Comparing politics to the Thomas fandom. I didn't know what I was thinking when I associated a real-life controversial topic to a fandom who loves choo-choo trains.
Well, after hearing that, all I have to say is some people take things a little too seriously and just need to relax. But we have one more video. However, this one is just downright sad. Also, I forgot to say he says this at the end of the video.
If you stayed through the entire video, then you are considered a true Chad and a true member in our community.
The next, and I should say the last video, is like, as I said, very sad, due to him finally leaving the fandom for good, but also his loss of motivation.
Hello everyone, this is Thebluepuffball speaking to you, and for today's video, it's going to be a slightly different video to what you're used to seeing. There's going to be no script. I don't have like anything written in front of me. I just have like some ideas.
Yeah, this really is depressing. The quality of video is gone, if you could call it that. He's not reading off a script, and the mic quality is just downright shit. Truly, the blue puffball has fallen, and also the fall of the West. But after this, the channel itself would be deleted and no longer on YouTube. It is such a shame. All that work, all for nothing. But we still have the archive channel for some funny moments. From a channel that no one would ever know, and from a fandom that no one would expect to be very strange. Speaking of strange...
Hopefully the Spinosaurus returns as a fully grown monster with the size and design that me and Patrick in the Jurassic World miniature game has given it, as this would satisfy a lot of fans and we could see some really cool scenes.
Okay, so to start, no one, and I mean no one, has ever talked about this channel. I stumbled across this channel a couple of years ago, but what I'm going to show you is possibly, to me, is the most fascinating things I have ever seen online. Again, similar to the blue puffball, the story you're about to hear is 100% real. I am not pulling your leg here. This story, we follow scandal, blackmail, autism, cringe, and victory. All of this revolving around obsession. An obsession with a movie franchise that also involves an animal that has been dead for over 1 million years. But most importantly, we will follow a man, to some, who spoke truth, and a community who milked him for all his worth.
Hey guys, how's it going? Spinosuraus the King here. This is my face reveal. I know you guys already know what I look like because you guys have probably seen some older pictures of me, but this is me right now. I figured at this point I would just show my face because, like, you know, you guys have been huge.
This is Spinosuraus the King. I found his channel during the time when the last Jurassic World movie was coming out. The movie sucks, by the way. But you don't care all about that. You want to know why the guy is simping over for a dinosaur. Spinosaurus the King, or STK, loves the Spinosaurus from Jurassic Park 3. He even has a green screen animation of it. Look at it go! He will fight for that creature's honor by going so far as to saying that the one in the movie was still a baby and not fully sized yet.
Jurassic World miniature game website, it provides another link that talks about the size of how big the adult Ingen's hybrid Spinosaurus would be when fully grown. Here is proof that this link is attached to the game, as it states the Ingen hybrid Spinosaurus adult size was 18 meters long and weighs...
I looked it up to see how big that truly is for scale. It would be this big. Yeah, a bit ridiculous once you see it at full actual scale. He would keep doing this and also insisting that the Spinosaurus would appear in Jurassic World Dominion, but it would actually appear in the spin-off series Camp Cretaceous. And let's just say, he was not a happy camper.
Dear Jurassic World filmmakers, you clearly have done a big fucking attack on me in Season 4. So, I'm doing a big attack on you guys right now, and I'm joined with Whiteaz. So, Whiteaz, bro, go ahead, man, introduce yourself, and let's get this video started.
Hello, Jurassic World filmmakers and writers.
As you can tell, they were not happy. But one of the guests was so angry, he threatened the director, and he was fine with it. Until he deleted it due to obvious reasons.
I hope that stock will put you guys bankrupt, and I hope overall you guys go bankrupt for making the franchise worse. You guys deserve everything. I hope you weep. I hope you lose fucking everything. I know it sounds dark, but since you're making my friend White Eyes leave the community, and you're making me being way less involved in the community, and making me lose my interest for my favorite franchise, well, guess what? Fuck you for that, motherfucker.
Yeah, I hope you get fucking raped by fucking 10 people.
I forgot that part. Oh no. But besides that, and the 18 meter stuff, this would get a lot of people in the Dinotube community up in arms. Keep in mind, most of these are children, so I can't really show that. But SDK would get attention from a certain group of people, and that I can show you. Like I said, most people did not like SDK, are mostly children, so I will not talk about those users. However, some of them are not, and are very notable in this insane rabbit hole that I found myself in. There would be others, but there would be one that would stand out to me, and this person would milk this guy's channel so dry, it would be the only thing he would be known for. Now, before I start, some of the information that I have is considered lost, but thanks to some people who have archived this, I was able to find some information. Let me show you one of the people that I consider Spinosuraus the King's biggest enemies.
Lockdown.
Why are you protesting? It's gonna change nothing.
Hello, fellow protesters. We are here to join your ranks.
This is Captadon, or formerly was Captadon. That is due to him deleting his entire channel, and the only thing that is left are call-out videos about him. Oh, some of the call-out videos though, oh, there's something else.
What's up guys, Sky here, and remember I keep mentioning Captadon in my videos? If y'all do, I decided to expose him because a friend of mine on Instagram told me he sent a Gravify link to people and pulled their IP address.
But we will get to that part a little later. Captadon would milk Spinosuraus the King dry. All the videos would be considered lost, however. But a random video has a screenshot of the full playlist, and he had over 19 videos on the guy. And I remember watching some of them. You're not missing out. But 19 videos on a guy who makes stuff like this?
Rexy got bigger than the scientifically accurate T-Rex by at least 1 meter, so I'm pretty sure the Spino would get bigger by at least a couple meters and a lot taller because, you know, he's a hybrid, man.
I mean, I kind of get it, but still. However, after the Spinosuraus the King well dried, Captadon would move on to more fruitful pastures by going for someone else that would get him exposed for doxing an autistic man with his full face imposed on his actual dox.
Don't you dare fucking ever argue with me or anyone else on my team ever again. You understand that? This is for future reference. Fuck you.
Oh yeah, that was the person I was talking about in my analog horror video, by the way. Keep in mind, this is illegal, but also more importantly, falsifying evidence of people liking them young, let's just say that. Now this is the part where we can talk about Spinosuraus the King's more notable controversies. In short, him liking kids a bit too much. Okay, I'm bringing back the allegedly here to say that since Captadon faked it, it's hard to tell if he's a, you know. But the only evidence I could find is a live stream of someone having it, but they don't show it at all. So for all we know, it's probably fake. Back to Captadon, after this was revealed that Captadon doxed someone and faked evidence, he would delete his channel. He still posts on another channel where he posts stuff like this.
Wow, this video's so cool. I better check the comments. Sun, any lost words? Earth. Oh sh. That's actually kind of funny. Wait.
Now, we're gonna look at someone else who encountered Spinosuraus the King, and his content might be even worse than Captadon and Spinosuraus the King combined. The next person I would say is part of Spinosuraus the King's Rogues Gallery. This is JC Entertainment, a channel known for Godzilla, Star Wars, Jurassic Park, JoJo, and reaction content. Well, that's mostly his channel. Mostly. Not to say all reaction content is bad. There are some out there that try, but most of the time it's, well, I can see every pore and everything in this man's nose. But also, why is he wearing contacts that change his eye color?
Also, in the videos I wear different eye colour contacts. Just so you know, guys, these here, these are actually my eye colour. So if you see here, these are actually my eye colour, so.
Jeez, that's horrifying. But of course, this channel is mostly for kids. I think it's for kids. Back to JC, he would react to one of Spinosuraus the King's videos. And, of course, just like Captodon, he did not like it.
Way better fighting experience than Rexy does too. So if anything, the JP3 T-Rex would put up probably just as good, maybe even better of a fight than Rexy would. I'm sorry.
He did not just say that.
And then he would call out Spinosuraus the King. And there is one thing JC hates more than anything, is snakes. Yes, snakes. Because Spinosuraus the King is a snake.
I just want to expose a snake. A snake. And I just... I hate snakes.
In this video, this is where they call him Spinosuraus the Clown, a name that would stick with his detractors. But also in this video, allegedly, it reveals stuff about Spinosuraus the King behind the scenes, like him stealing other people's content, and him sending nudes to minors. Again, allegedly, I have no evidence. There's nothing. I tried to find it, there is no evidence anywhere. Then, JC Entertainment would confront Spinosuraus the King on the talking to kids part, and let's just say, ooh, he was angry.
And him when we logged our devices, so you've logged... Stop lying! Tell the truth! Stop it!
I want to yell at you, but I don't want to wake up my parents up in the next room. But you already know about all that because of Captodon's thing, so we could just skip that part. But imagine, you're watching this guy's content and you see this. Very out of place. Oh yeah, a little update. He deleted it. So, sadly, you can't even find these videos anymore. And yes, even the British Venom video. You know what? I'll do it myself.
What the hell are you? Stop it!
But JC Entertainment would come back after a year of not uploading.
Miss me?
No, not really. But after all the controversies, Spinosuraus the King would leave the Dinotube community. Aw, man. Maybe this newer channel will cheer me up.
Hey guys, how's it going? Tiger Croc here, and before I get started with this video, make sure you hit that subscribe button.
Hey, wait. Okay, you get the point. The guy did not delete his channel like the others. He just went somewhere else, to the horror community. And he's still talking about size!
Face compared to Tara there's a massive difference. Also keep in mind, Amber is only 5.
But this time it's more of a why? Why would you do that? Oh yeah, by the way, this is his most popular video. I just can't stop laughing thinking about it. The most popular video is something that's not even dedicated to his channel. But after everything that had happened, Captodon would delete his channel. JC Entertainment would not make any videos for over a year. Then others would find out other people who were critical of Spinosuraus the King's actions were worse, if not downright lies, allegedly. Spinosuraus the King would return to his former persona, and he would give an update video. Some of this video is him talking about women problems.
For dating, I keep meeting the wrong women who are extremely toxic towards me by lying to me, playing games with me, cheating on me, ghosting me, breaking my heart, using me for money and attention. And it's extremely frustrating that women in my generation are like this, so
why would you upload this, man? Come on.
Because being single is...
Now, he's doing what he does best, talking about something that he loves. And I think that's what YouTube has always been. People. People who don't care about fame, fortune, or some other third thing. Them just trying to do something that makes them happy. And I think that's just beautiful. Minus the doxing and liking kids part, that's pretty bad. Thank you for giving me your time. Please like and subscribe, and be careful out there.